The conditions of the bodies recovered from the Titanic varied due to factors such as exposure to the cold water, injuries sustained during the sinking, and the length of time spent in the water. Some bodies were relatively well preserved due to the cold temperature of the ocean, while others were badly decomposed or disfigured. Many victims were found wearing life jackets, suggesting they had attempted to save themselves. However, the majority of those who perished in the sinking were never recovered. The bodies that were recovered from the Titanic were taken to different locations, depending on where they were found. Some were brought to Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, where a temporary morgue was set up to accommodate the victims. From there, many were identified and returned to their families for burial. However, some remains were buried in Halifax's cemeteries, with gravestones bearing the names unknown child and unknown man. Other bodies were buried at sea or were repatriated to their home countries for burial. Several notable individuals perished in the sinking of the Titanic. John Jacob Astor IV, a wealthy American businessman, real estate developer, and inventor. Benjamin Guggenheim, an American businessman and mining magnate. Isidore and Ida Strauss. Isidore was a co-owner of Macy's department store in New York City, and he and his wife Ida were well-known philanthropists. Thomas Andrews, the ship's chief designer and managing director of the shipbuilding company Harland and Wolff. Wallace Hartley, the band master on board the Titanic, who famously led the musicians in playing music to calm the passengers as the ship sank. These are just a few of the notable individuals who tragically lost their lives in the disaster.